Now here's Morant. They've got Williams. He's out there with Sarr. Ja Morant is out there with Johnson. And it's Martin in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range. Not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the 3 could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
Brooklyn leading by 11. Martin with the ball. Pass to Sarr. Williams from long range. Nails it from 3. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Now here's Harris. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Nets making a change here. Mann's checked in.
Number 14.
Harris outside. Duran with a screen on Williams. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls. And 12 points for Jalen Duran.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Outside man. It's Sarr, high post. Duran with a steal. Moran against Cunningham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Ja Morant picks one up.
Yeah, that up fake got the defender to commit. Cunningham earning a trip to the line.
That free throw misses. Tim, you've been vocal in your praise for Cade Cunningham, and rightfully so.
Well, B.A., on any given night, Cade can be the best player on the floor. He scores, he makes plays, he rebounds, and he processes things quickly. He always seems to be under control.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just feasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Here's Ivy. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Ja Morant picks one up.
It's so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Ivy. Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides.
Holland, he's checked in for Harris. And both free throws good for Ivy.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Moran against Cunningham. Now here's Moran. Defense right on him. Oh, Moran from close range.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Pistons trail by 11. To the inside. Deflected.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Here's Mann. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Brian?
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And Brooklyn with possession here, following the score by Detroit. Morant, the pass to Williams. In transition. Ivy, right side. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. To the paint. In close. And there's Thompson on the assist by Ivy. Thompson's got 13.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one. Brooklyn making a switch here. Claxton's checked in.
One shot.
Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Now here's Cunningham. 5 points in the game. Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Nets leading by 11. Outside Johnson. Over Ivy. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Thompson finds Cunningham. Ivy outside. Duren with a screen on Johnson. Ivy against Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Ivy's shot is off. The Nets have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Morant. Over Cunningham. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Pistons trail by 11. Ivy outside. Cunningham outside. Johnson against Ivy. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 6th assist of the night. Here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Pass to Sarr. Outside Morant. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. On the wing, Ivy. To the left side wing. Holland for 3. Duren. Great positioning on the putback. Duren's got 8 points in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Nets leading by 7. Here's Morant. 22 points for him. Pass to Johnson. Outside man. Claxton against Duren. 6 to shoot. 2 in the cold spell. And the Nets miss again.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Bringing that intimidation factor. I love it.
Thompson, a screen on Johnson. To the middle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And one key for quality teams in this league. Beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that on paper isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
No good on the free throw. Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Detroit also making some changes. Robinson, he's checked in for Duran. Karis LeVert comes in for Ivy. And Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And he sinks the second. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
Here we go.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Ja Morant. And it's Morant with the ball for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Johnson. Sharp, a screen on LeVert. The putback to snap the cold streak. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Karis LeVert.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, you can also throw in what a great job they've done defensively, blocking and altering shots and just playing with a committed effort defensively.
And he drops the first. Both free throws good from Sharp. Pistons trail by 8. Pass to Robinson. There's the three. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. No good that time. Thompson with some nice D. Now here's Sasser, hounded by Morant. Down low. Outside for LeVert. From behind the arc. Claxton with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Morant. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Great shooting for him at the line tonight. 7 for 7.
And he's just simply been in the zone at the free throw line all night.
And that one misses.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Pass to Sasser. Five to shoot. Launches a three. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Johnson. using his post moves to get the 2 points. And now a 12-point Nets lead.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
The Pistons have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Inside. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. The Pistons in second.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
So both teams making some changes here. Nets leading by 12. Outside Johnson. Now Sharp. Give him 8. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Morant, the pass to Wolf. Outside Robinson. Morant against LeVert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the drought. Rebounded by Johnson.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Holland. Now Harris, guarded by Sharp. Harris misses. Brooklyn has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Tim, talk about what Tobias Harris has brought to the Detroit Pistons.
Well, Brian, he has just stabilized them on the floor. And Coach Bickerstaff said it best. Harris knows what the game needs, and he has the versatility to get it done.
Here's Sasser, following the bucket by Brooklyn. To the paint. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Sasser's got his second basket of the night.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
There's a screen. Here's Wolf. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And Lex is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all-defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
Now here's Sasser. Pass to Holland. Sasser with the ball. Johnson on him. Sasser gets the bucket. Sasser's got 4 points now in the quarter. Brooklyn with the ball. Outside, Williams. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
It's been a struggle for him in the second half. A lot of turnovers.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for man. Now here's Sasser. 6 points for him. Over Morant. Sasser can't hit. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Nets. A 12-point game. Left side Sharp. Pass to Wolf. 54 seconds left in the third. No good from 11 feet. Detroit shooting just about 43% in the third. And here's Sasser. And Morant clears the board. Morant's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Back to LeVert. The 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Morant. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Sasser outside. Pass to Holland. Harris right side. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it. And here's Morant outside. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Brooklyn out in front, leading by 14. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Holland out there with Thompson, and it's Duren in at the 5. Nets leading by 14. Johnson with it, and it's Ivy picking him up. Claxton passes to Williams. Over Cunningham. The rebound by Detroit. Pass to Ivy. Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Williams. Morant, he's open. Duren with a rebound. Duren's Pistons trail by 14. On the wing, Ivy. Williams defending. Holland gets the bucket.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Nets leading by 12. Outside Morant. Johnson on the wing. Outside, Williams. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Holland. It's stolen by Johnson. Sarr passes to Williams. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
He's found his rhythm here in the second half. Let's see if they keep calling his number.
And here's Cunningham, pounded by Morant. From 9 feet. From 9 feet out. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
And Cade gets the basket right at the rim, using that length inside.
Pass to Claxton. And here is Williams. Stolen by Thompson. Now Cunningham. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Ivy finds Thompson. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Nets. Oh, Morant takes the contact, and it still goes. Wow.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Pistons trail by 12. Ivy outside. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Pass to Ivy. Clock at 6. To the inside. Stolen by Sarr. Here's Morant. He's watched by Cunningham. Up top, Morant. Now here's Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Jaden Ivey.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Zaire Williams. Stepping the line with 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Williams. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-backs legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
Now here's Cunningham. Back to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham.
Yeah, communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Morant against Cunningham. Morant, the pass to Sarr. And now the Pistons in transition. Thompson finds Cunningham. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then Monday, they head back home to host the Washington Wizards.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
You know, when you watch Cunningham, he can take total control of a game. He's got that 6'6" length, and then you combine it with his dribbling and passing ability. An impressive package.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Morant charging in, lays it up and in, despite excellent defense. Morant's got 15 points here in the second half. Pistons trail by 13. Ivy outside. He buries it from 3.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Pass to Johnson. Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 8 assists in the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
For the finish. Oh, big time.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. For Detroit, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth.
This game will get even further away from them. They can't protect the ball.
Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton.
Now checking in for Brooklyn.
Brooklyn leading by 15. Outside, Williams. Going inside. Another shot. And the layup by Sharp.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Pistons shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Williams against Ivy. Softly drops in the floater.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Brooklyn has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Moran against Cunningham. Sharp has the open look. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Thompson finds Ivy. Offensive rebound. Duren. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Duren's got 22.
And this is Duren showing you his #1 strength. This is one of the top offensive rebounders in this league.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And here's Ivy. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Ivy's got 11 in the second half.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
Now here's Moran. Outside, Williams. Fade away. Holland with a rebound. Holland's got 9 rebounds now. Cunningham with the ball. Pass to Ivy. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board. Nets leading by 11.
Well, with his age and frame, that's the kind of hard contact Johnson's going to have to deal with.
At the line, Johnson. At the line, 2 times.
The free throw drops for Johnson.
Why was Trey Johnson such a high pick? When he gets hot, he can light up the scoreboard, a microwave-type scoring talent.
Harris is checked in for Detroit. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Excellent D there from Moran. Brooklyn leading by 13. Outside Sharp. Pass to Williams. Outside Johnson. Sarr with a screen on Cunningham. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And you can tell Johnson enjoys toying with defenses and pick and rolls, just taking what they give him.
Pistons trail by 15. Harris on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Johnson. Sarr a screen. Johnson passes to Sarr. Outside Williams. 5 on the clock. From downtown. The shot misses.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. Williams grabs the board.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now here's Moran. Outside Sarr. From deep. The putback.
15.
Pistons trail by 15. Here's Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Moran. Up top, Thompson. Ivy outside. Thompson with a screen. Fires the three. Rebounded by Sarr. Nets leading by 15. Johnson inside, working on Durant. Oh, he can't get the layup. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
Well, you know, he's been around the league a really long time, but Tobias Harris still performs at a high level every night.
Demon, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Pistons trail by 14. Outside Harris. Now Cunningham.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
1:56 left in the fourth. Oh, he misses the layup. Here's Demon. Ivy defends. Outside, Williams. Oh, Harris with the block.
That is great anticipation by Harris. When he's working this hard defensively, he's a difference maker.
Here's Cunningham. One question facing the league here, Tim. How do you make the All-Star game more competitive?
Well, BA, the tournament structure seemed to help a bit, but until just a competitive mentality around the game changes, I think the only thing you can do is maybe up the ante as far as prize money. I do think that did seem to matter for the NBA Cup.
Having done a few of those games, care factor's low. They could improve on that.
I completely agree. It seemed to matter a lot more back when I played.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Martin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. No good on the second free throw.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Stolen by Ivy. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Williams. Oh, it's off. Nets leading by 13.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Nets.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
The first one falls. So both teams changing it up here. He's perfect from the line this time.
Safe to say, that should do it. This is why making free throws down the stretch is so important.
Here's Harris. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Now here's Martin. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
Oh, it doesn't go. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Ja Morant.